Hey everybody. So I am in the office today and I was just so happy to be here. I got here and I was like, yay, goody. I love my office so much. It brings me so much joy. When I was like 110% healed, I decorated this office with so much love. I was so happy to be like out of the house after years of working from home and dealing with all the different symptoms and things. So I had this office for about, I don't know, like 3 or 4 months before I got COVID, and then everything went and then after about 6.5 months of more of like acute, in and out of acute symptoms, I was able to come back here. And then I was here for about a month and a half, like pretty much every single day. A lot of days I was really pushing through symptoms. And then the beginning, like at the end of February, I just took another dip. So any day that I can get here, which I still have a lot of colorful sensations today, but any day that I can get here is just like, I'm just so grateful for. It's not too far from my house. I drive here and then I park nearby, but because of various issues that I have, so one of them being exercise intolerance came back. It's really hard to even walk from my car here sometimes. I am very easily fatigued. That I would say that's like my number one issue. The neurological symptoms from the acute all left. So I don't have the occipital neuralgia. I don't have the migraines. I don't have like burning or cortisol surges or all the like insanity. But what has persisted is the fatigue to the point of just like I need to like lie down a lot. And then I'm not exercising other than I'm doing like little dance in the morning on my better days of like 10 minutes. I just put on some music and dance around. A little bit of walking, like I said, just to the car and here. But definitely have noticed that if I push it too much, I will have the dip. Although I am really embracing the mind body world as I was before. And just like, oh gosh, I mean, I just watched a really awesome interview with Kyle. If you don't know him, please follow him. Life with Kyle. He's amazing. Um, he was interviewed by Helmet of Mindful Gardener, and Kyle had long COVID with all the same symptoms as I would say everything is also similar to benzo withdrawal. It's really weird. And Helmet had like 70 symptoms, all very, very, very similar to benzo withdrawal, but neither one of them were on benzos, which is so trippy to me that like the brain can create so much with all kinds of different triggers. So I've been following Kyle for a while. He's awesome. I really like his videos, and he did an amazing interview with Helmet of, so you can go to Mindful Gardener and check that out. And it just like both of them said something that was so good for me to hear is that we don't need to fear the symptoms. We actually want to invite them in and then allow them, because that's going to get you to the next phase of the journey, which is exactly how I healed the last time. Like I had to get to a point of like, these are just sensations. These are symptoms. I don't need to fear them. I need to embrace them. It was when I really turned a corner. It was when I was able to start exercising again. And then it was like off to the races. Like I just healed so much. But to get to be able to exercise again was very hard. And so the good news is that my partner got a really, really good job. And I feel like I can devote more time and energy to my recovery, which if I don't think that I have to work so much, is going to be very good for me, because I have this overachiever, high achiever mentality, which really can F me up. Um, the achiever part that I, work on the Gupta method or the Gupta program around that is like retraining that achiever, the achiever can get in there and start to push, and pushes too much like adrenaline for my body. And so right now what I need is just like a come to the office when I can, see the clients when I can see them, lots and lots of grace for myself to keep healing. Don't fear the symptoms. Do all my brain training stuff when I get the symptoms. That includes lots of meditation. I would say that's probably my biggest. And some rounds, like visualization rounds. But meditation for me has always been like my thing. So, and just a lot of like self-love, whatever that looks like. And I was able to sleep last night. I was really struggling with my CPAP, that freaking thing. Before the setback, the COVID setback, I was like, great. Like I used it every night. I was rocking and rolling, bipping and bopping, like the whole thing. Now I'm really struggling with it. It's giving me massive insomnia. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm not going to use it. And I didn't. And luckily I did get some more sleep. I'm not going to say it's quality sleep, but it's better. And here I am. So my goal, my aim, my desire is to create content on this channel eventually that's really healing and uplifting and not symptom talk, and maybe even do some interviews and have people on here. I would love to do that. So that's like out there, my visualization. For now, I'm also really thinking about, because I'm doing Mickle therapy, which I haven't mentioned, but check out mickeltherapy.com. I'll link all this stuff too in the description. And I love him so much, Dr. Mickle out of Scotland. He works with people with CFS and long COVID, and really looking at like the emotions, like the underlying emotions that are there, and the emotions that are not being acted on can go into, it's like your hypothalamus, and the fight or flight and the limbic system can keep it really on, like all these unprocessed emotions. Not to say that you have to sit there and process them in therapy, but more like, what is the body telling me? And then how do I act on it? And a lot of the stuff for me has been around boundaries. And also like doing things that bring me joy every day. He calls it like body boredom. Like we can get stuck. And so the body wants us to have joy. And I'm really looking at that in terms of like, well, what is my work all about? Is my work bringing me joy? Is it not bringing me joy? Are there parts of my work that really don't bring me joy? How can I be more succinct with my work? So I don't have to burn out, I'm not interested in that. So yeah, those are my thoughts for today. I'm glad that I'm here at the office to make this video. Onwards and upwards, guys. It's like this. And I haven't seen a big baseline shift yet. Since I was able to like get out of acute, I have not seen the other side of this yet, but I will let you know when it happens, and I'll be back again with another video. All right, peace, everybody. Oh, also let me know if you think I should change my name back to PositiveBenzoWithdrawal so that more people can see my channel. I'm just not sure. Is there like confusion? Yeah, let me know what you think.